Maureen. Hello, Maureen. Hello. Jean, hi, everyone. Jeannie's on the call. Hi, Jeannie. Hello. Hi, Jeannie. Anyone else want to say hello this evening? Hello, for this evening. Hello. You always do make that smile. Good. Anyone else want to say hi? Okay, we're going to start in just another minute or so. Give a little more time for everyone to jump on. Mark. Okay, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome to Dr. Dees Weekly Interactive Sunrider Product Call. This is Marlene Alliner, and I will be hosting this evening with my husband Richard, Maureen Stopper, and Jeannie Lerner. And tonight's call is regarding immunity and respiratory health during the holiday cold, flu, and virus season. So even though we spoke last week about gift giving and self-care, this is a good reminder for all of us on how to do that extra self-care for our immune system. So before we begin, I just want to remind everyone that this is an interactive call, and to please just take a second to look at your phone, to press mute or *6 to help eliminate any background noise. And if you would like to share, then just unmute yourself or press *6. And we really appreciate it. I know a lot of times people are driving or eating, and there's some background noise. And I know Matt really appreciates it when he is taking the time to record the calls that we have a clean call. So just everyone take another quick second, make sure you're on mute, and then we can start. Okay, so this evening, as I mentioned, we're going to be talking about self-care, especially in regards to the immune system. But many of you I know on this call are seasoned members, but for those of you who may be new to Sunrider, I would love to ask Richard to share a little bit about this amazing company, and then we'll get into specific products.
Okay, I'll be happy to be here. We could call it the Sunrider difference, and this is the reason Marlene and I got involved with Sunrider over 25 years ago. Sunrider understands that their customers want products that are not only safe to them in the environment, but products that really work. The Sunrider difference is the highest standard of safety, quality, and effectiveness that their customers deserve. And how do we accomplish it? It starts with the owner's expertise. Sunrider's founder, a top-notch scientist and cluster Dr. Clayton Chen, world-renowned physicist with a degree in pharmacy. Dr. William Chen is a medical doctor. And together with their son, Dr. Luke Chen, also a medical doctor, and Eric Chen, an organic chemist, they oversee the research and development and manufacturing of every Sunrider product. Sunrider products contain a wide variety of whole foods and nutrients that the body requires to optimal health, and no chemicals. Every Sunrider product is based on the philosophy of the Sunrider products holistically nurse and cleanse the body's 5 major systems with a precise combination of different nutrients to promote optimal health. Sunrider produces all of their products in their NSF certified manufacturing facility, following their proprietary formulas and extraction and concentrate. And we are so excited about the brand new facility that we are looking at, or actually have opened in the Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas area, and are really looking forward to being there next year at the convention to walk through this new plan. So hopefully, travel, be safe, and everybody will join us for that convention. Arlene, I pass it back to you.
Thank you. And I just want to remind everyone again, just please click on your mute button for *6 so we don't have any background noise. And all the speakers who are speaking tonight, just make sure that you are speaking close into your phone so that we can all hear you. So for tonight, I want to remind everyone about this amazing pack that Sunrider has. And that is the Immunity and Respiratory pack. And it has some fantastic products in there because this time of year, people are going to be traveling. They're going to be going to a lot of gatherings. And we really want to make sure we put in those products, extra of those products to help keep our immune system really strong. So Maureen is going to start off and share a couple of those products that's in that pack that you can also get individually. But it's a great pack to get, very simple. So Maureen, are you here?
I'm here. Thanks, Marlene. Hello, everybody. Oh, this immunity and respiratory support package is really a fabulous combination. And I'm on the website, and where you will find it is under product pack. If anybody wants to follow along, immunity and respiratory support pack. And it includes alpha 20C, citric C, Humco, and vitamin D3. And what Sunrider says about PEP, a strong immune system is your number one defense against viral attacks and sickness. Featuring 4 targeted products, our new pack provides powerful herbal nutrition to support your immune system and your respiratory system and overall health. Don't just treat symptoms, proactively protect your health with natural formulas backed by hundreds of years of traditional use. I'm going to do the Alpha 20C, and you would find that under herbal nutrition. Just follow down. Clicking on the details, I want to read to you what Sunrider says on their product fact sheet, which is a beautiful sheet to print out and hand to people. Today I went to a coffee with me, drink, and I brought a little canister of Sunny Days, and I printed out the product fact sheet to go along with it. Nice little hostess gift. So what Sunrider says about Alpha 20C, synergizing cutting-edge science and 3,000 years of herbal study, Alpha 20C provides powerful support for your immune system. The unique formula is designed to nourish key cells in the body's immune system with wood element herbs that contain naturally occurring antioxidants, calcium, and fortifying properties. Make Alpha 20C part of your daily defense strategy. The benefits of good source of antioxidants supports the immune system, specially formulated for superior absorption, highly concentrated for maximum effectiveness, and made with a synergistic blend of herbal extracts, Chinese white flower, Nicaragua root, Paris herb, Utilary powder, and dandelion. So Sunrider Alpha 20. I think I have capsules, so I have been enjoying them in the morning. And then I've been doing something again at night with them. I take 3 or 4 capsules before bed, and with Nucleus and my night Cali, and I take an Dees. And that combination is beautiful for the evening, restful, good sleep, and my immune system is being built while I sleep. And now I'm going to go to the citric C. Get your daily vitamin C. Chewable and naturally delicious citric C tabs are a convenient way to ensure your daily dose of vitamin C, specifically made for superior absorption. Our tasty tabs have a natural orange flavor and blend of herbs that include green tea extract, rose hip, rich sources of vitamin C and bioflavonoids. A natural source of vitamin C for enhanced absorption. Immune system support, provides essential vitamins, aids in oral health, good source of antioxidants. Those are the benefits. The ingredients: vitamin C, rose hip, and green tea leaf extract. And I love to just place it in my mouth, feel the taste. It's so beautiful on the taste bud, and chew it. It's really easy. Kids love it. So that is really supportive of our immune system. And I believe Jeannie is going to do vitamin D3. Jeannie? Hey there, Jeannie?
Yes, hello, I'm here. I just had to unmute and.
Vitamin D3, Jeannie.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Hello, everyone, and I am going to talk about vitamin D3 and how important it is for us to take it. First of all, it's winter time in a lot of areas. Florida is flourishing with sun. So when we walk through the sun, we are getting the vitamin D3. And it's important for your bones. You can also find that on the herbs and nutrition, where same place where Maureen was on. And what's important with the vitamin D3 is that it is fortified with an antioxidant powerhouse vitamin E. It also has safflower oil, which is rich in protective polyphenols, and healthy fatty acids, which enhance the vitamin D absorption. So, and which includes aiding calcium absorption for stronger bones and teeth. And we all know how important it is to have strong bones and teeth, right? Because if we have strong bones, we can get around. If we have strong teeth, we can eat the foods that we really enjoy, right? So it is important for the immune system, and I think more importantly for your nervous system. And vitamin D, you know, is a global health problem. Not everybody can be out in the sun. So it helps with people who have a deficiency in vitamin D. And also, as I was saying, with Sunrider vitamin D3, it is a way to replicate the vitamin D benefits of the sunshine without exposing your skin to the UV rays. And we know how important that is because we don't want skin cancer, right? So that's another good reason why to invest in vitamin D3. And I am a caregiver. I have been a caregiver my whole life. I took care of my mother and other people as well. And because of that, I was not out in getting sunlight, not only sunlight, but sunshine. So I want to tell you the other ingredients that are in the vitamin D3. You've got safflower oil, which will condition your skin, vitamin E, and a fractionated coconut oil. So all of those ingredients combined in the vitamin D will help strengthen your bones and your teeth. It will help the absorption of calcium. It will help maintain healthy levels of phosphorus. It supports healthy immune system and nervous system and to function better. And not only that, but it improves your mood. And it also replicates the benefits of vitamin D3 derived from the sunshine. So I take my vitamin D3 every morning, and I do have a good mood after I take my vitamin D3. I may get up in the morning and I'm feeling sleepy, and when I take my vitamin D3, I feel full of energy, and I'm ready to tack on the world to whatever it is that I need to do. So if anyone on our call who is not in a sunshine state, and even if you are in a sunshine state, please take vitamin D3 so that you can have healthy, strong bones and teeth, because you like to get outside, you like to walk, you like to exercise. So this is going to help you a lot. And if you're in a state now, there's a lot of bad weather and snowing, and yeah, people are outside, but you still need the vitamin D3 so you can get out there and ski. So everyone who is putting in your orders, I highly recommend include that in your order as vitamin D3. So if anyone has any questions for me, please feel free to ask me. I'll be happy to answer anything for you. And that's all I have to say for now on vitamin D3.
That was fantastic. You know, Jeannie, that information was so important, and also Maureen, what you have shared. Somebody just make it easy for us, right? And we know these products are all whole food, live food. So it's really it's just so good to know that these products are safe and in its whole food form. And that for this time of year, as you were saying, both of you, you know, it's a time when we really do need to pay attention to our immune system. And in addition to that, you could hear all the other benefits that all those products have, whether it's bone health and digestion and respiratory, so many different benefits from those products. Thank you so much for sharing. Before I share that last product in that pack, does anyone else have anything they wanted to share or ask Maureen or Jeannie? Also, if anyone has testimonies on using these products, that's really helpful for everyone.
This is Mark from Phoenix.
Yes, hi Mark, welcome.
How you doing? I wanted to let, pardon?
Yes, I said that's wonderful. Yes, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, great. Yeah, I, here about 3 weeks ago, excuse me, I started getting a cough. It's slight cough, not a bad cough at all. Runny nose, a little bit of congestion. I was having problems breathing. I take the D3. I take New Plus and Swinery every day, sometimes 2 to 4 times a day, and have a protein meal somewhere in between. Sometimes I don't. So I'm losing weight and was getting it, I think, in really good shape. My doctor is very pleased with my blood work.
But all of a sudden, whatever was coming on was starting to come on strong. So I called up the VA and I made arrangements for me to go out and get a COVID test. Of course, I had to wait 24 hours, and more than that, before that 24 hours was over, I was getting pretty bad. But I was a negative. So we all know it could be a false negative or a false positive. And it felt like, I don't think it was COVID, but I still wasn't sure. I was starting to have more breathing problems. And like I say, I'm on the vitamin D. And then Sandy alerted me to Conco. I took some of it, and it relieved the congestion, reduced the coughing tremendously. The more I took, my doctor had me on antibiotics, which I just took a few. I could see it was doing no good. So I just kind of set those aside. I was grasping for anything. And when she came over and gave me some Conco, and I took that, it made a world of difference. Within a few days, my cough was non-existent. My nasal congestion was gone. It was incredible. Just that one out of that packet. Of course, I take the vitamin D, but the packet you're talking about, I'm going to pay more attention to it because I've only been doing this. I'm 75. I've only been doing this for close to 4 months now. So there's a lot of products that I do have that I take, but I can see that there's more that I think would be beneficial for me.
Wow.
So I've survived.
Thank you so very much for sharing that. And you are amazing and always have such great testimony. And you talking about the Conco, the perfect segue in what I'm speaking about next, which is Conco. So everyone has already heard the testimony. Now I'm just going to tell you a little bit about Conco and how it works. So what Sunrider says on their fact sheet is that it says breathe easy, right? And feel balanced with this highly concentrated, nourishing formula. Congo helps bring your respiratory system into balance with the metal element, herbs, that support your overall health. And then it talks about a couple of the ingredients that help support healthy respiration, digestion, and circulation. So the golden bell fruit is one of those ingredients in there that addresses the respiratory system and the skin. And and I'm sorry if I can't pronounce this one, root, is known as a warming root that supports healthy circulation. So what you were just talking about, Mark, is just amazing. It really is right there. Now, testimony of how and why this works so great. And one of the questions is that what is the metal element? So in traditional Chinese medicine, health is the balance of 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. Each element has its own qualities in the body. Metal is associated with the lungs and large intestines, and its characteristics are determination, precision, and organization. The metal element earth in the Congo helps balance your body with a combination of warming and cooling earth. And the next question here says, how do I know if I have a metal imbalance? And it says in traditional Chinese medicine, when your metal element is in balance, you may feel like you can do anything. Conversely, metal imbalance can negatively affect your respiratory, digestive, and skin health, while adversely affecting your mood, causing grief and sadness. Now that's quite the information right there on that Congo, and it's pretty astounding, Mark, as you were saying that you were trying all these different things, but once you added in that Congo, you saw a huge difference. So it started to balance that metal element in your body. And I know sometimes myself too, before going to bed, if I'm feeling a little congested or my throat feels a little full, I will open up
some Conco capsules and put it right into some warm night tally, and it really helps me to sleep well. Does anyone have any questions on Conco or for Mark? Because I think it's pretty outstanding, the experience that he's just had. Remember to take yourself off mute or *6 if you have something you want to share or ask.
Hi, this is Sandy, and not only was Mark's experience, but my mother, who refuses to do Sunrider except when she was in a critical situation. I've used that with her because she is a smoker and she has had some, she has breathing issues. She's 83 years old. And one day I was over there and she was having a lot of pain, and my sisters were in town. And I said, so what are we doing today? And they informed me that they were trying to decide whether to take her to the emergency room or to urgent care. And I said, why, what's going on? And she has a pain in her lungs and everything. And I'm like, what? It just came on real quick. What? You start asking questions. And so I ran home and got a bottle of Conco, and I brought it back, and I'm like, here, take these. And I don't know what I handed her. I just handed her probably 5 or 6. And she took them, and, we're all sitting around the table, and they're trying to decide what to do and everything. And then when my sister said, Mom, we don't seem to, because it hurt her to move, almost like I wondered if it was in the lining around her lungs or whatever, because she was in a lot of pain. And they called her and said, you don't look like you're in pain now. And she's like, well, I really am not, and I'm breathing better. And so, I've used several of the products like that with her, and I'll be honest, it irritates me that she won't do it on a regular basis. But, and if, everybody nowadays, because COVID seems to have one of those oximeters, or however you pronounce it, and I played with it, and, you take Conco or Alpha 23, surprisingly, I don't know why, but works very well with, your oxygen levels are down a little bit, 92, 93, and they'll pop right up to 99 and 100. This is products just taking a handful. So.
Wow. Oh, Sandy, thank you. That is fantastic. And it's almost like these little miracle things. And I hear you, sometimes people kind of look at Sunrider as something to fix or heal something, but most of us do know that this is something to build our body every day on a regular basis. And then if you need extra, if you have something that's out of sorts, you can add extra. So I know that could be frustrating, but at least you were able to help her from where she was at. So that's wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing, Sandy. I appreciate that. So I wanted to, so those are the 4 products in that immunity pack. And so just getting that pack in itself, I think, is fantastic. But I also wanted to share, there is a product, most of you know, it's called Swinery, and it actually has 2 of the product ingredients in that one product in Swinery. So we have the Alpha 20C and the Conco. But the Swinery in general, which is one of our staples in the house, so part of what we call our NDC, to nourish, balance, and cleanse our bodies, and Swinery is part of that. And it does come in also capsules or powder or liquid. And what Sunrider says is that this concentrated complex blend combines 5 best-selling Sunrider formulas into one super supplement, infused with nearly 50 herbs like powerful Chinese yam, Chinese white flowers, dandelion root, and lizard fruit. It helps to bring your body's immune, circulatory, digestive, endocrine, and respiratory systems into balance. It's the ultimate foundation for optimal health and vitality. So we always use that product every single day. And then if we feel we need some extra of the Conco or the Alpha 20 or Stimulate, Life Stream, or Prime again that comes in that Swinery, we have those extra products. And I think, as we were saying, so even as Mark was saying that, this season, there's so many things that happen. So our bodies can get out of balance, because we might be under stress. We know there's the virus going around, but there's also just normal flu and cold. And these products help to strengthen our body so we can either prevent those things or at least it can help us diminish and then rebuild our body back. So that was one other product that I want to share. And I have one more that is called Chinese golden seal. And this is also one of those products that we keep in our home. And we actually do it again. As Sandy was saying earlier, we do it as prevention, and then we have extra if we need more. So what is this Chinese golden seal? It's regarded in traditional Chinese medicine for its healing benefits. This powerful herb soothes your mucous membrane and respiratory tract. Ultra enhanced for superior effectiveness, our formula promotes healthier respiratory, immune, and circulatory systems, as well as urinary tract health. So again, this is one of those products where people might have heard of golden seal root at, other health stores, but those are more of a medicinal type of product where you take those for short periods of time. But this is a food-grade herb, and therefore you can take this on a daily basis, and then you can add more as you need it. So when we were talking about like the mucous membrane from a cold or flu or some kind of digestion imbalance, this is a great product to keep also in your toolbox, I think, for during the season, but we use it all year long. And it is one of those products that can also reduce inflammation. So fantastic product. I hope everyone is going to get that as well. A couple of other things that I just want to say what this product does under the ingredient highlights. It says it's a potent antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects, and it supports digestion and reproductive, urinary tract, liver, and gallbladder health. So those are some other extra benefits besides our respiratory and immune system. So anyone have any questions on that product? Okay, so I really say with all my heart, I hope that everyone will have these products. Keep them in your home. They will definitely help to support your immune and respiratory health. Now we're going to go back to Richard right now. He's going to be talking also about our immune health, but from another perspective.
Thank you, Marlene. Yeah, we look at different products for different purpose. As you all know, I'm into sports and active lifestyle and all that, and there's a lot of products that I use. But in looking deeply into that, I have found that some of these products that I'm using for energy and hydration also really do support the immune system. I came across an article from the Mayo Clinic that was written by Katie Max, she's a dietitian at the Mayo Clinic, and what she was saying is that calcium, magnesium, iron, and vitamin D all help to build a better body. So looking into that, he said calcium plays an important role in our bones and is very important in muscle contraction, and it helps control our blood pressure. He talks about the potassium is an electrolyte that supports healthy muscles and blood pressure. And the role of iron in our body is to help carry toxins into our muscles. And he says that vitamin D highly concentrated metabolite that cleanses, nourishes, and balances the body with vital nutrients and antioxidants. Now, just directly talks about calcium, iron, and potassium. Ultralight contains chrysanthemum form, and this plant protects with antioxidants, essential minerals, which include calcium, iron, and potassium. So that I found very interesting. The three things she's talking about are all in ultralight. So it's not just hydrating and cleansing, it's nourishing the way she's talking about in her report to the Mayo Clinic. Another product that I use a lot is Electrosport. And Electrosport is known because of the electrolytes that it provides during the exercise. Basically, I will mix 1 vial of Electrosport to 2 quarts of Electrolyte. And one of the ingredients in the Electrosport is selenium. And what it says about selenium is an extremely vital mineral for the human body because it supports the immune system. It supports antioxidant activity that defends against free radical damage and plays a key role in that energy. And it goes on further and says it became synergistically assimilated materials, including potassium, iron, and there's a few others in there as well. But it's interesting that these key ingredients are found in so many of the different Sunrider products. And like we said, like Market City was in, you look at one product for one purpose, and before you know, it means something else for it. So everything seems to be, all our products seem to be multifaceted in the world. And that's what I know about Sunrider. Every product does what it says and beyond. And I think that's why we love them so much. And we know we can depend on them to be effective to do what they say they're going to do. And I wanted to reflect back on the vitamin D3 that we were talking about. And it comes in 2 different strengths. It comes in 1,000 and 5,000. And they recommend the 2,000 for silver and the 5,000 for gold. So that's right. Even though I'm out in the sunshine, I still want, my vitamin D because I may not get out every day or be out as long as I want to. So we use all of the products on a regular basis. And we just love them. Any questions, comments, testimonies that you can add in there? Okay, if not, make sure you get things on your order list. Christmas is coming. You guys deserve a nice Christmas present from yourselves. So put it on your shopping list and get your order list.
Awesome. Thank you. I wanted to go back to something also. Maureen mentioned something earlier about a gift that she gave out. Maureen knows we'll call Sunny Days, right? That you were giving out?
That's correct.
Yes. And I don't know if you want to share anything about it, or I have a fact sheet up here, but that also helps if you have like a scratch sheet throat, right?
Yes, and very good for oral health. It's refreshing. I find when I go into the Reiki room and give a Reiki session, I'm there for an hour, and I always put Sunny Days in my mouth. It helps my throat, helps the breathing, and I find when I go out and walk, I put one in my mouth for that reason. It somehow just soothes the menthol in it too. I just love it. Just really, really. I go through a lot of there's 6 in a pack, and I go through those
Yes.
very quickly, and that makes beautiful gifts. Everybody appreciates, and it's green for the season.
Right. And that's exactly right. So, and it's like a little gummy almost, but I was thinking about it when you had said that. I said, wow, that really is such a great gift, but also so helpful if we have a cold or some allergies or something going on that doesn't have that minty flavor. But it also, because it has that eucalyptus oil in it, this sweet oil says, it has a woodsy scent, but it has soothing anti-inflammatory products. It also, the menthol gives a cooling sensation and can aid your digestion and breathing. So if you're feeling, like it's hard to take a breath, I suck on these too. I just think they are fantastic. They're free of sugar, gelatin, gluten, artificial flavors, and preservatives. And they help to support healthy teeth, gums, tonsils, and, as I said, even digestion and breathing. It has cinnamon and thyme oil, which provide iron, calcium, and antioxidants. So this is one of those handy little things to carry around. If you feel, your throat is just a little dry, or it needs a little bit of cooling, this is so fantastic. So, Mark, I was wondering, when I was listening to you earlier, wondering if you have heard of Sunny Days, if you knew about this product.
No, I haven't. There's so many, because I'm so new into this, I try to read and check into as many of these products as I can. Because I know what I've taken so far has been very beneficial. But that's one that I've been using the Evergreen and Sunrise and Legacy, mixing it with one of the Fortune Delight steaming flavor. As a matter of fact, I'm drinking it right now. I even put one of the Vitadophilus in it. So it cooked. I just shake it up in my bottle and I drink it all day.
Oh, that's great. So if you find it like the rest of us, it's very convenient, right? You just open up these bottles or you open up the packet, you eat it. It's really simple.
Yeah.
And then you can also, make smoothies, or I think we're all seeing at Sunrider different places using the different products and making some specialty drinks or recipes. But the idea of the convenience of all of it is so great. And I'm, that's so exciting when you're trying out new products all the time. And that makes it fun. And then when you're using each product and you see how well it works, I'm sure you just feel so encouraged by it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I've already worn out a set of blades.
That's
But
awesome.
because I love spinach, and I'll take and throw in a big chunk of spinach or some cauliflower, broccoli, sometimes a little mushroom, a variety of different things, blueberries, throw in a clary, a couple of new puffs, and I got a meal morning, noon, and night.
Oh, great. That's fantastic. Oh my gosh. So, anyone else? Yes, thank you so much, Mark. We appreciate that. Does anyone else have anything else that they either want to ask Mark or anyone that's on the call, or share any of your testimonies that you feel would be helpful for anyone this time of year on anything? Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, with the Sunny Days, when I was doing programs, seminars, and speaking for a lengthy period of time, I always found them extremely helpful to take one prior to getting on and to do my book, because you can't just keep about how they're, even if you're using a microphone, it takes its toll. And we know some people that sing church choirs, things like that, who they swear by it. Yeah. They're made using cloth really well. And you can use them for decoration now because they look like little Christmas trees.
I think some people did do that as ornaments on the tree. That's awesome. Wow, that's fantastic. So let me just, I'm going to review just a little bit. I know we talked about a lot of products, but the main thing to remember also is that immunity and respiratory support pack. And you're going to really get what you need to help build up your immune system. And that would be the alpha 20C, the citrus C, the vitamin D3, and the consult. Those are all in that pack. And you can also get any one of those products individually as well. And then we talked about the Swinery, which includes the alpha 20C, the console from that pack, and it also includes those other systems for the circulatory system and the digestive system and endocrine system. So that's fantastic. That's one of our daily staples is that Swinery. And then we talked a little bit about the Golden Seal Root. I feel that is a really good product to keep on hand. Well, I kind of call it my natural antibiotic, even though it's not really an antibiotic, but it helps to support our system in that way of the circulatory and the immune system, respiratory system. And then we had, Richard was talking about Fortune Delight and Alexa Sport with all those wonderful minerals that are in those to help support, again, our immune system, and the fact that hydration itself is something that's important to keep our immune system strong. And then we mentioned a little bit about the Sunny Days that Maureen suggested as a gift. It's a great gift to share with people. You get 6 cans together and use them for yourself, give them out as gifts. It's a great breath freshener, but also does help to really, I find, soothe and lubricate the throat. So those are our products for tonight. Any other last words, any testimonies, anything that somebody would like to share that's been helping them during this season?
Maureen, this is Jackie.
Oh, Jackie, hi. Thanks so much for coming on.
Hi. I was hesitating about sharing this because I don't want it to come across as a medical testimony, but I've been having, or I had been having chest pain, and I have a history of a heart arrhythmia, but I don't take medication for it because my doctor said, well, you're in such good shape and you exercise and blah, blah, blah. You don't need to take medication. But I hadn't taken my life stream for quite a while. And I started having chest pain. So when I have chest pain, it's either that arrhythmia is acting up or I might have pneumonia. So I wasn't sure what was going on. So I opened up a bottle of life stream and I started taking it the other day. And sure enough, within less than 12 hours, that pain was gone. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh, I'm going to have to go see the doctor. But I don't want that to come across as, if somebody's having chest pain and you need to call 911, call 911. But for me, I know my body, and the life stream really helps me.
Wow.
So I think that.
Thank you so much, Jackie. And she's right what she's saying. This is not medical information. And if you do have any kind of a problem like that, of course, you want to call 911. But just the idea of what LifeStream does is that it is again, it's a natural whole food herb, part of the Swinery, that helps to support the circulatory system. So that's why Jackie was finding some relief for her irregular bleeding at the time. But I was just going to read a little bit from this too, from Sunrider. This is Sunrider's fact sheet. And it says the benefits is that it promotes cardiovascular health, addresses the circulatory system, supports maintenance of optimal health. So while it's enhancing the cardiovascular and circulatory health, it's promoting balance and fluidity throughout your body. And antioxidants like Respiratory cleanses and supports proper blood flow for optimal health. So that's pretty amazing. And then it also has the Sephora flower, which aids in digestion and healthy blood pressure. So this is actual information from Sunrider. So as Jackie was saying, these are things that really support our system. If it's something, that you're not sure about, of course, you need to see a doctor. But wow, that's pretty amazing, Jackie. Thank you for sharing that. Anybody else?
Welcome.
Yes, thank you, hon.
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
What do you mean by fluidity?
Oh,
Is it the actual fluid or is it the flow?
Jackie, is that something that you could explain?
LifeStream helps the circulatory system. It helps the kidney, the bladder, anything that has to do with blood movement in the body. So if you're having a stagnation, or it increases the flow. So if you're having a stagnation, like the Chinese call it, if you're stagnant in a particular area, LifeStream helps. So does that affect all liquids in the body, or just the blood? Well, all fluid. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, no, thank you. Yeah, because yes, the circulatory system, but what it does say here specifically on this one ingredient that Jackie was saying, it helps to support proper blood flow. So that's the blood flow throughout the body. But you can read more about it too. Who is that just talking on there? Is that
Catherine from Oklahoma?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yes, hi, Catherine. I thought I recognized your voice. Yes. So yeah, if you go look at the fact sheet on it, you can read a little bit more about it. But it is mostly about the blood flow, is what Sunrider is saying here.
I'll check that out.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm gonna read you one more thing, okay? Because I'm looking at it right here. So here is a question, and this might answer your question as well. It says, what is the role of the water element herb? So that's what this is, the water element herb. Water element herbs promote balance and fluidity in the body. They primarily address the kidneys and bladder, the two organs most associated with this element in traditional Chinese medicine, elements in that. So if you look through that also it helps, this element helps in balance and observance, introspective and calm. So when it's out of balance, you may become feeling isolated, fearful, or forgetful. So that's another little tidbit from Sunrider's fact sheet. I hope you guys know where to find these, because Sunrider has amazing information to answer these questions. And remembering also that these are all, it's food. This is all food. So anyone else have anything else before we run?
Maureen, can I just add something about LifeStream?
Yes.
And this is actually a testimony on the LifeStream product. And of course, I use the Swinery as well. I have found that my circulation, my whole body just feels a lot better with it. And one day I had an issue with my eyes. my left eye, the pressure was up high, and I sometimes suffer from dry eyes, but I don't really need to take eye drops. The eye doctor didn't give me any to take, but I started live stream, and when I had the pain in my left eye, as soon as I took that live stream, that pain went away. And it was like maybe 5 minutes later, that if it took that long, the pain was gone. That's a product that I cannot be without. And I find it to even regulate the pressures in my eyes. So that's really an amazing product. I love it.
Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you, thank you. Yes, another fantastic product. Also part of the Swinery that we mentioned earlier. So thank you, Jeannie, and thanks for those questions. Thank you, everyone, for all of your testimonies. We appreciate it so much. It's really a way to support each other, so helpful. And yeah.
Marlene,
Hello?
Maureen, I just quickly want to say what a beautiful example of the body bringing itself to balance with the right foods and concentration that Sunrider food can have.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it is all about balance, right? with all these whole foods. Thank you, Maureen. So I want to thank everyone who shared tonight. We really appreciate it. Maureen, Jeannie, Richard, Jackie, Sandy, Catherine, Mark, we appreciate all of them. Sorry if I missed anyone, but that's what makes these calls so important and so effective by being able to share. So right after this call, we have the Rising Stars team call. You can find the link on Rising Stars Facebook page, and if you're part of that team, it's a fantastic team that helps to uplift, encourage, support, share information and ideas, and as it says on Rising Stars, together everyone achieves more. So if you can get onto that call, that's right after this. And just want to remind everyone, tomorrow night, Wednesday night, there is a Sunrider call, and that is all about creating a dream board. So you can look into that, find that on the Sunrider page. And we just again want to say thank you to everyone. We appreciate you. Have a wonderful, blessed week. And we will hear from you next time. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.